What's up, guys? My name is Splattercat, and welcome to the 4th episode of our Shadowrun Returns LP. That's right, our good little Decker right here and our robot Woogie are heading into Pike Place Market to take a look around for Coyote, a female bartender that had seen our friend Sam last time we were looking for him. So let's go ahead and ask around and see what kind of investigations we can get going. There's always a lot of chatting to be had, and being a role player, I have a lot of fun with this kind of stuff. So let's see what Patrick's got to say. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Sir, you are a beautiful human, but you could be so much more. That sounds great. Tell me more. I'm gonna fake being enthused. Wonderful. The Universal Brotherhood is a family, encompassing all metahuman sexes and sexualities. We all strive to be the very best we can, to live more fulfilled, happy, and productive lives, and to support each other in doing so. The first step is simply to come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the Sixth World. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. He smiles and turns back to the crowd. Well then, somebody has truly chosen to drink the Kool-Aid. While all of those things sound nice on paper, refurbished flowers for sale. How exactly does that work? Just spraying them with Krylon, hope it works out. Synth juice for sale, just fabbed today. Fabbed is fabricated, is not fapped today. Those are completely different things. If the juice was fapped today, I would have no interest in that juice. In fact, I don't think he'd be making a whole lot of sales. Hey, seen my friend around? Tall lady with oh, it's Paco. Let's go ahead and talk to him. The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young and clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over as you approach. Watch yourself. What do you want? You wouldn't happen to be looking for Coyote, would you? Well, that's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? Well, we're Splattercat, and we're looking for Coyote. We've got to ask her some questions. And no, we're gonna say relax. We're on the same team. The tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone, and before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Ah, man. That would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, I'm sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Do you know a fixer named Mr. Delilah? Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Drac. I know where she went. Damn. Why couldn't she wait? Damn it! Paco, slow down. Where does she go? The Royal Apartments. The landlord Stevie J runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up in there, and she doesn't talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. Few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item out from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job. I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her, there's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. I'm going over there. You coming? I'm in. We got her back. We gotta find Sam, so I think it might be the only way. Damn right we will. Alright, and so I think he's probably gonna join us as a Shadowrunner, or at least as a party member. Yeah, so we got our good friend Paco on our side. Now it doesn't look like anybody wants to chat over here. They appear to be selling hands or, I don't know, high fives or something over there at that location, just in case you need that extra little bit of self-actualization throughout your day. Up here at this location, selling soy calf, orks and forks. Grocery, God, I got dog on a stick here. That sounds loverly. What's this guy got to say? Manny. Manny, okay. The small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. The pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. Manny, as soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. Everything cool here? Yeah, everything's swell. Manny continues to stare daggers in Paco's direction. The name's Manny. What do you want? What would you want? Let's see here. Oh yeah, we found that receipt. In the last episode, we found a receipt for this meat emporium in the apartment of Coyote. So I think let's ask what would someone want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend that. It's tough as nails. We mostly sell it to corporate security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for that stuff. Oh, Drek. That's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everyone talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale, and if she never picked it up. Whatever. Anything else? You know someone named Coyote? Nope, I don't go in much for that shaman stuff. What's your problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What the hell is that supposed to mean? It means that your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us merchants of our new yen. My dad stood up to him and he's still in the hospital. Look, that's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyways. I couldn't do dreck about that even if I wanted to. Tell that to my dad. I don't have time for this. We need to find Coyote. You're right, let's get going. Actually, let's get that... I have this receipt for an order of zebra meat. Do you still have it for me? I'll look it up. Yeah, I got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anybody was gonna come for it. Here, it's all yours now. It's probably starting to brown. Those nasty zebra steaks. At least anytime I buy a steak, it browns in my fridge before I get around to cooking it. But maybe I just don't get around to my obligations quickly enough. I have trouble selecting dinner sometimes. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman dead on the pavement behind the police line. Panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh no. Is that Coyote? This isn't happening. God damn it. You pull yourself together. Let's take a look. Is that her? Paco steps forward and breathes a huge sigh of relief. No, it's not her. Thank God. Look, let's not hang out here too long, alright? Too many Lone Star pigs around. Paco looks over at the victim again. It's too bad whatever happened here. I'm not gonna let anything like this happen to Coyote. It looks like our friend the coroner is here, so let's see what Dresden, or I think it was Dresden. Let's see what he has to say. Officer Landers here. A tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entries to the crime scene. Behind her, you spot lively faces of organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. Well, the lively face. I doubt he has multiples. If he does, he's mutated a bit since the last time we saw him. We're gonna say we're here to see Coroner Dresden. And who might you be? It's alright, officer. He's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. The officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Alright then. Make it quick. And so out of the way, mug. Yeah, get on out of here, fragger. Let's talk to Dresden and see what's going on. So what brings you out here? Hot on the trail of a dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I've stumbled across another Ripper murder. Yeah, that's what it looks like. As you can see, the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. I gotta hand it to him. Our Ripper knows something about what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. Well, what do we know about the victim? Not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking into some sort of sanitation protocol. Or probably breaking some sort of sanitation protocol. She's been dead for about 3 hours. Her name is Lucy Warden. Worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was leaving work when it happened. Was she subdued before her eyes were removed? Well, that's the strange thing. There don't seem to be any signs of struggle, not a single bruise on the body, and yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken, died of blood loss shortly thereafter. As to what knocked her out, I won't know until I run some tests back at the lab. I thought you ran the Redmond franchise. Isn't Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I didn't really mind the change of scenery. Dresden laughs. The coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught. Any sign of magic use here? Now, there's an interesting thought, but no, nothing obvious. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team, though, just to be sure. So the Ripper takes Sam Watt's liver, his woman's eyes, and... what else? Do you have any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't really speculate. Well, thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance in getting this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murderers. Good luck out there, eh? Dresden starts to turn back to the body, then stops. Speaking of McCluskey, you should probably get going soon before he shows up. Well, who's this guy right here? Officer Aguirre. Let's see what he's got to say. The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So you're the one that's been working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be sniffing around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as this crime scene is going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? What can you tell me about the murder that took place here? Not much, really. We know it was about 3 hours ago, and we know her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, though, so he might have more. Me? I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might as well be a ghost. I take it you and McCluskey don't see eye to eye. Let's just say that McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. You have any leads on the Ripper I should know about? Ha! Plenty if you ask McCluskey, but the truth is we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time, officer. Hey, hold on a minute there. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. The Lonely Orphans Fund? Yeah, you see, you make a contribution to the fund and I put you on a list and let you know maybe the next time we find an orphan that you might be interested in. I see, so you want a bribe. He sighs, yes. Subtle. 300 new yen and I'll slip you any new information we get on the Ripper case. I don't have 300 new yen right now, so we're gonna have to haggle them down if we want to pull this one out of the fire. I'll give you 100, no more, no less. Look, if I'm gonna stick my neck out, the carrot's gotta be juicy enough. Yeah, well, I got a carrot, but I also got a stick, pal. But we'll take 200. So, 200, deal. We give him the new yen, and his face splits into a wide grin. Excellent, I'll start an account for you. We get any new useful leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now, I'd better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. I'll see you around. Alright, so, hey, what's this guy doing over here? The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Hello there, stranger. Might I inquire, do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Why would you want to know something like that? The elf giggles, a strange, high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, just a hobby. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend the coroner. Yeah, I don't like that at all. That reeks. Can we talk to him about the elf? Did you notice a particularly ugly elf standing over there in the crowd earlier? Huh? Where? Dresden scans the spectators surrounding the crime scene. He's gone now, but he was asking about the body, wondering which organ grinder's facility it'll be taken to. Interesting. Well, there's those that might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of a murder. An ugly elf, huh? I'll keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around. Sergeant Aguirre over there seems pretty friendly. Can we trust him? He chuckles. Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way and he'll take it. A bit sleazy, sure, but I'd take Aguirre over McCluskey any day of the week. Alright, thanks, Dresden. Anytime. So let's see what else is going on. I'm gonna walk up and over this way, maybe? Can we go out with the crowd here? Nobody else that's able to be chatted up. I was hoping we might be able to get a little bit more information, but it looks as though the entire area is cleared out more or less. I can't really blame them. You see somebody get their eyes ripped out of their skull, and I'd probably clear out of the area too, so where else is there to investigate here? The arrow's pointing us this way. I haven't seen any other chats to partake in. Glad there's no trolls around here. That's racist. There's well, maybe that's an orc. It can be tough to tell. He's got no horns, so yeah, it's an orc. He's chatty. Let's go see what Frankie wants over here. The orc before you wears the standard Stuffer Shack employee getup. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down this large, crooked face do little to improve the appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. I take it you knew the victim? Yeah, what's it to you? My condolences. Were the two of you close? Ah, thanks. Sorry. We're just not used to folks being too friendly around here. The orc wipes some tears away with a dirty napkin. Yeah, we were close as far as co-workers go. Blind Lucy and I worked together at the shack here for, 3 years together? Started on the very same day, actually. Blind Lucy? Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but she was legally blind. She had to wear those huge glasses and hold things right up to her face. But she got new eyes about a year ago. Any idea how she scored those? Nah, she wouldn't talk too much about it. Just called it her stroke of good luck. Looks like her luck ran out. Let's see. Has anybody strange been in the store lately? I see weird stuff every day, man. It's a Stuffer Shack, but nah, nothing stranger than usual. She have any enemies? Well, I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend about those new eyes that she had put in, but that guy was pretty upset for some reason and wouldn't leave Lucy be. Till she filed for a restraining order, that is. That all seemed to die down a while ago, though. When was the last time you saw her? Here at the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was gonna join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers. He sighs. Well, that's all I needed to know. Thanks for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. Wait, you wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you? I am, why? Well, Lucy had this necklace, an intricate little carving with a dragonfly on it. She wore it every day, said her mom gave it to her back when she left Denver. Anyways, you know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage until the 7th world awakes. I just sort of thought, well, I thought if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. We can say that stealing evidence is a hefty offense, and we can ask what's in it for us. We can kind of extort him a little bit. We can tamper with evidence, and it'll put us in a bad spot with Lone Star. I don't really care about Aguirre, so let me see if we can... I'm going to see if I can pan through the scene. I mean, I'm a nice guy. I realize we're tampering with evidence, but I don't think Dresden's going to care about that. And who knows? This guy might know something. You never know how you got to grease people, so I understand. Let's see if we can grab it. Thanks for your help, friend. You know where to find me. Cool. Well, let's head back to the crime scene with Woogie and Paco in tow and see what we can got. Splattercat, Woogie, and Paco. I don't think we're likely to get any auto loans anytime soon with those monikers. Let's take a look at the body. Hopefully we can slip this out of here. Let's go high first. Lying on the pavement is the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along her left arm. You scan the ground near Lucy's body and spot a small wooden object, mostly hidden beneath the dead woman's hair. This must be the necklace Frank was talking about. A thin broken cord trails off to one side. It must have been snapped during the struggle. We have a quickness roll that we can make here, so I'm going to do that. We'll pretend to drop our PDA and pocket the necklace while we bend down to retrieve it. You pick up the necklace. It's an intricately carved piece of wood in the shape of a dragonfly with small turquoise stones set within the eyes. The wood feels very sturdy for its weight. With genuine wood such a rarity in the 6th world, this piece might be worth quite a bit to the right buyer. Yeah, well, we're not going to be like that. I know where a buyer is just from my beta testing knowledge, but not going to take it to him. I'm not going to steal things off the dead. This is going back to the family, and being the nice guy that I am, I'd prefer, if it had to happen to me, I'd prefer to get the keepsakes back, you know what I mean? Frank looks up as you approach. Well, were you able to find it? I've got it right here, Frank. You can send it to her family. As he takes the necklace from you, you can sense a weight lifting from Frank's shoulders. I'm glad I can do this for Lucy, at least. Thanks, man. I owe you. Happy to help. And we got a free karma for that. Well, not a free karma. We put our necks on the line, but we did get a karma. This guy's got an enormous rifle, but it says he's a junkie. Hey, guy. You got an extra Nuyen? Just need some sucrose zoom from the shack over there. No way, Bake Brain, if that's how you want it. You just tried... What? Alright, looks like we're getting mugged, so let me get Paco into place behind some cover here with this roadblock. And then let's see what kind of shots we can take. Now, this guy's got a bat, and it's going to take him at least a turn to get to us. I'm also going to fall back as best as possible. He's got an SMG here, which means he's got Spray and Pray. Spray and Pray is a AoE ability that we talked about in an earlier episode, but he's also got just normal machine gun fire from it. We're going to go ahead and put that on the junkie, and we hit for 18 damage with a half crit there. And I can point blank right now. I'm going to do that because we have a 99% chance. We're going to drop him, and since this guy has no gun, I'm actually just going to take a shot at him. And we critted him to death, so that was a combat well taken. It's been a little bit since we had our last throwdown, so I'm glad we actually got a little bit of action into this episode. I was beginning to get a bit worried that it was just going to be like an endless string of conversationalism, and although I love narrating for you guys, it's been a blast. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love dungeon mastering. I love running campaigns. It's one of my favorite things ever. I took a lot of writing classes, and actually I took writing classes in college just so I could dungeon master, which is a bit of a waste of money, I guess. I probably could have just practiced, but whatever. Here's the Royale. We're going to head on in, and come on, guy, let's go find Coyote. Alright, I'm ready. I don't think there's going to be any other activities in this area. I mean, there might be, but time's a ticking away. The Royal Apartments, or the Royale Apartments. You roll up on the most impressive bit of tenement squalor you've seen in a long time. There's a few street lamps here, and what light there is flickers with uncertainty. Most of the buildings are damaged and tagged. The smell of old rotting trash mixed with you don't want to know is overwhelming. It's no wonder people living here turn to BTLs. Those are better than life chips. If you don't know what a BTL is, it's sort of like a drug. It's a chip, a computer chip that you place in your head that makes you experience circumstances, so it gives you experiences. So if you ever wanted to murder somebody, they've got a BTL for that. If you ever wanted to have crazy wild 5-way orgy sex, they have BTLs for that. But it's a better than life chip. So if you see that crop up in the future, that's my little bit of input. Anything's better than this. The better than life chip is the newest drug on the market. You don't need a good life. You can slot someone else's, live through them, and wreck your brain in the process. Well, maybe I didn't even need to explain it. The front doors of the Royale apartments aren't even locked. As you step inside, you hear a junkie crying for another hit. It's time to find Coyote and find out what she knows about the night of Sam's murder. Alrighty, the Royale apartments. What a hole. I can't imagine what it was like for Coyote growing up here. Paco trails off. A hellhole full of junkies. Looks like Stevie J gets their rent money and their drug money. If Coyote's here, we gotta hurry, man. She's good, but these BTL guys pay to stay well informed. They may have known she was coming. Alright, in we go. Psst, hey you. Let's go talk to this tweaker over here with a sign that says help on her back. The woman scratches herself like a cat on a couch leg. That's gnarly. Please, can you spare some new yen? My credit stick's a little too light, lady. Got nothing to give. I got nothing left to give, guy. It all goes to BTLs. Everything. Please, just a few new yen. Maybe I can cred you for some information. Have you seen a woman come through here today, armed and looking for trouble? Yes, no, hell, what do you want me to say? I'll tell you anything. Everything, please. She drops to her knees, pleading. You're too far gone to help me or anyone. So I guess she's slotted out right now. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. I'm gonna check my corners over here just to make sure. Looks like we just got a garbage pile. Nothing coming up that's gonna allow me to loot it. So let's talk to everybody. I want to be informed before I walk into some possible bang here. Like a lazy pigeon, he watches you approach. You're not from around here, are you? I don't want any trouble. Things are pretty bad here, but I can make them even worse for you. Now tell me what you've seen. Or I can ask just normally and casually if he's seen anything. Or we can just tell him to take it easy, we got information. Take it easy, Gramps, I need information. Bad day to come around here unexpected. Bit of a commotion upstairs. Stevie's men are twitchy. This pretty young thing came through earlier, snooping around like you two are. I could tell she weren't here for BTLs. Don't know how she got upstairs, but there was a lot more gunfire than there usually is about this time of day. That's not good. You see her come back down again? Nope. A couple of Stevie's men came round asking what anybody saw. Kept my mouth shut. Where's Stevie holed up? He's got the whole top floor all to himself. Fancies he's the king around here. Sounds like Coyote's run went sideways on her. Hey, old man, you know how to get upstairs? You've been right friendly, but I can't get on the wrong side of Stevie J. I'm sure you understand. You've already stuck your neck out. We'll find another way. There was 2 checks there, but we had neither the charisma nor the strength to get through. So I guess we'll go in guns blazing. Stop your pleading. The boy has debts and we're collecting. Debts? He has debts. There we go. I can speak properly. Please, Riker. No, he's my son. Get your ass back to the squat before I break something else. I'll send him upstairs instead. You want me to give him to Stevie? Maybe after he kills that girl we caught. You pig. Give Zipper back now or what, you'll bleed me? Zipper's gone. Get yourself a new kid. He covers his face with his hands. Oh God. No, please no. Well, he seems like an in. I sent someone with a weakness ready to be exploited, so let's go talk to him and see if maybe he knows how we can get around. His name is Simp. That's a very unfortunate name. Hopefully his mother didn't give him that name. This is my home. Get out. What was that all about? Why do you care? It's my son. The bastard took my son. Who took your son? One of Stevie J's goons, Riker. He runs that filthy BTL squad across the hall. My son Zipper, he's not a strong boy. And Riker knows it. Lured him in with those damn chips. Better than life. Ha! What life? And now they're torturing him in there. Why would they do that? Those sickos have a SimSense recording studio. Overheard him say they have a special guest in the penthouse. They plan to torture her with a recording of my son's dying breath. That must be Coyote. They've got her up there. Keep it together, Paco. She's still alive. Let's stay frosty. Yeah, you're right. I'll be okay. What about my son? I'll see if I can save your son while we're saving our friend. Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty, let's check his house, though. Maybe he's got something we can take here. Maybe just anything of use, possibly. A combat stim called Jazz that increases our quickness by 1 and our AP by 1 for 5 rounds. Let's send it to our stash. I'm not a big drug user in Shadowrun. I've seen too many cases where players using drugs end up with just a giant nightmare. And while it can end up for interesting gameplay, an elevator gleams at the end of the hallway, out of place amidst the filth. Let's see what we've got here. The panel appears to be connected to the elevator nearby. It sports a numeric keypad and an intercom button. Push the intercom button, sure, why not? Bzz. Yeah, what do you want? Stuff or shack delivery? Screw you. Go back to your BTLs, junkie. Well, we tried. It was my best attempt. We can enter a random set of numbers, but I'm pretty sure that's not gonna work, so let's check this house over here. We're just gonna do a little bit of breaking and entering. We're gonna do a B&E. And so BTL junkies twitch in the throes of their sordid dreams, at least as long as the creds are good. Everybody's pretty much out for the night over here. Riker. Haven't seen you before, guy. Looking to score something special? A scream echoes through the pipes of the rotten walls. It's hard to tell where it came from. What was that? He smiles with his mouth, but his eyes say predator. Who knows? Could be anything. Probably someone riding the wrong end of a Yakuza execution in BTL. We get all kinds. I can hook you up if you're interested. So, I heard you're in the middle of a recording session. Sure am, my gear's state of the art if you can believe it. How about a tour of this amazing studio? Listen, guy, I'm too busy for your chit-chat. Buy something or get the hell out. Let's go back and see if we can bait him here. I need to get to the top floor. Nobody goes up there without Stevie J's say-so. You best stay here and have some fun. Let's see, we have Intelligence 3. It takes a smart guy to run a setup like this. Want to make a deal? I'm a businessman. What you got for me? I'm here to wreck Stevie J's shit. It's gonna happen, so I can add you to my to-do list, or you can step aside and when the smoke clears, you run the BTL shop. Or we can say get out now and come back. You won't end up dead like the rest of Stevie J's goons. Or we can say we're looking to get in with the gang. I'm gonna go with option number 2 because I'm not trying, knowing how these sorts of things work, there's always gonna be some other scumbag to step in and take over once we grease the rest of these idiots, but I'm not really looking to give him any ideas, so we'll go with option number 2. You make a persuasive case, and I think I'd prefer to live. Here's the passcode for the elevator down the hall. Now show me where that man's son's zipper is, and you're off my list. Hero, huh? Don't see that every day. Shut your mouth and show me the way. So he's gonna head off over there. I'm out of this. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna unplug him from the wall. Tickler. God, that's kind of funny at the same time. Who are you? Get out! Can't you see I'm working here? Zipper, please, help me. I was gonna say please cough, help me, but I figured I'd throw a cough in there. Shut it, Zipper. We're almost done. And as for you, leave or I'll put you under the knife next. Unlike your friend out there, I can tell you're not gonna be reasonable. Afraid that means I have to kill you. Help! Help! God, he's gonna cry for help. We'll see how this goes. Let me see if I can burst fire this moron down before anything terrible happens. And down he goes. So we critted halfway for 15 damage off our 10 base, and down he goes. Haven't got to use Woogie yet. I'm pretty psyched about using Woogie, but I really don't know how that whole thing's gonna go. Let's talk to our dear friend Zipper here. I don't know who you are, but thanks. You got lucky today, kid. If I were you, I'd play it safe from now on. You don't get lucky twice. Ugh, I don't think I can move. Can you at least tell my dad? Alright, let's investigate this wall over here. You take the BTL recording. We can possibly sell that later on down the line. We are pretty short on creds for the time being, so definitely need to set up our future infusion of cash to our little homegrown business here. You access the computer. We can look at... Ooh, our decking is actually low. Let's go ahead and level up our decking. I've not been paying attention to it very well. We have 9 points on hand, so I'm probably going to put everything into decking for the time being. I think we added a little bit to our intelligence. Well, not enough, but let's go up to 3 in decking. So we'll confirm that. Oh, I'm sorry. I bounced back out. Let's go down and get to where we want to be. We're going to put those points in right there, and that leaves me with... Oh, never mind. We had level 2 already, so we're going to put it into 3. I'm going to put 4 into intelligence, and we're going to keep on pumping into decking for the time being. Once we get further on into the game, decking is going to be our job, and once you have a full team of Shadowrunners, you want everybody to be pulling their weight with whatever their job is. Now, with this level, we're able to use the Renraku Craftwork 1, which is a cyber deck, which allows us it increases our capabilities. This game is clearly taking place a little bit further back in the lore. Now, as of right now, in the current writings of the handbooks, nobody uses cyber decks anymore. Everything is wireless. You just wirelessly connect through your head. You have a little PDA. And maybe that's what these are. These aren't actually decks. These might be PDAs, but it's writing on our back, so I'm willing to guess it's a cyber deck. So we can use the craftwork from here on out. We don't have the money to buy one. And then with Intelligence 4, we've set ourselves up to add our 4th point into decking in the future. So once we're at 4 or 5, I think we'll be able to handle our job pretty well. We don't have a lot of money on hand, and we need to get ourselves set up. But right now seems like a good place to break off the episode. We're 30 minutes in, right before a big conflict. I will see you guys in the next episode. I'm planning on updating with 4 and 5 at the same time, so I'll see you in a few minutes. Take care out there, everybody. My name is Splattercat. I hope you had fun here at the Nerd Castle. See you there.